Ladies and gentlemen, your following contest is fight number 5 on the card. This fight is proudly brought to you by the Tree Range Arborist. 5 by 3-minute rounds in the junior middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Trullo Diaz at a Sitsudan Muaythai with an official weight of 68.75 kilograms. 14 fights, 10 wins, 4 losses. Fighting out of Banksia in New South Wales, Hugh O'Donnell. Across the ring is his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Ton at a Cowboy Muay Thai with an official weight of 68.75 kilograms. 25 fights, 20 wins, 5 losses. 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Caulfield South, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Cowboy, Cory Dean. When the action begins, your man in charge, Mr. Trevor Lawler. Both fighters, white crew, Ramai.
Having a look at the matchup of this one, 5-5 of the night. Of course, Cory Dean, 29 years of age. Hugh O'Donnell, 24. Weights even. Fights going the way of Cory Dean. And looking forward to seeing him back in action here tonight against the New South Wales challenger.
Yeah, and tonight's a story of new beginnings, I guess. Cory started his own gym out in Caulfield South. Cowboys, cow like a knee. Formerly of Dominance. He was out in Strongheart, I believe, out in South Australia for a while. No stranger at all to Rebellion. In fact, up on the wall in his new gym, Size gifted him one of the old canvases that he's fought on many times, hanging up on the wall. Pretty cool.
It's a big-ass canvas decorating the walls of the gym. We wish him all the best with his future endeavours, but he's got to do the business here tonight. Now, that's a really big challenge, as you know, Matt. Not only running your own gym and training your fighters, but then trying to prepare yourself. So it's easier to do, obviously, when you don't have those responsibilities. And of course, he's got a young family as well, newborn. So he's a very hands-on dad as well. So he's certainly got a lot on his plate, Cory. But he's been down to my gym and done some sparring with the boys, with River and Ramesh. And solid campaigner all around. His clinch game is impeccable. His kicks are strong. So I think his experience and his years of dedication will carry him some way, and obviously he's got to juggle everything else. He's doing a great job of it. See how it transpires in the fight, though.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's got a hard task in front of him. Hugh O'Donnell as a game customer. It's a new beginning for Hugh, actually. He's only 7 weeks over at Sitson Thing full-time. He's really credited Aram and Watchadachai with his development over the last 7 weeks. Reckons he's got some new tricks to bring to the table. He's a very hard low kicker. Kicks very hard. Chops at the legs, hard punches. For the last time I saw Cory in Rebellion, he was against Jamie Aline out of PTJ, who also came at him hard with the low kicks. It was Cory who was able to persevere and get the split points on that one. I reckon stylistically, this is going to be a great match.
Certainly, it's a lot taller, Hugh, than his last opponent, Jamie. So Cory would have had the height and reach advantage over Jamie. Jamie's just a solid boy all round, though. Jamie Aline, so big hello to him if he's watching. Interesting matchup again, and more to come. Certainly looking forward to the next fight as well with Jen Onthong Lek. Retirement fight, that's going to be special.
Hugh's a really smart customer. He's got a podcast called Combat Chat Podcast, and I had that recommended to me, and I really enjoy his analytical thinking about Muay Thai. He steeps himself in the knowledge of it. He's got a really good appreciation for his own style, and he interprets others. And you bet that he's gone and he's looked at Cory Dean and looked through his fights, and they're going to come with a game plan. He's coming from a really good gym. They've got a really strong stable out there. I feel that this might be the fight of the night. I've got a little inkling. Both guys, new beginnings, still lots to prove.
You know what? I'm agreeing with you on that one. I think this one is going to be an absolute barn burner. So don't go anywhere. And, get around it.
Round 1.
Get on the Ladbrokes as well if you're keen for a wager.
So we kick off fight number 5, brought to you by Tree Range Arborist. I had a tree that I was supposed to get chopped on at my house recently, hammer, but instead I had a couple of whiskies and got the chainsaw out myself. Didn't lose any arms or legs, so you can call me too if they don't pick up the phone. Tree Range Arborist, give them a bell.
That's Johnny McKenna, who of course has fought on Rebellion as well. And Johnny busy with chopping trees as opposed to chopping legs and bodies. So big shout out to Johnny McKenna. He's actually ringside here. He's doing it all VIP style with a table and all these days. Cory Dean takes the kick, answers with some punches. And you weren't far off on the technical analysis of this one, with O'Donnell going to work with those low chopping leg kicks, Matty.
Yeah, he's a big, strong guy, and I think that's his best bet. It's his game. Take away the legs from Cory as he comes forward. Punch of the tyre. Well, there's a hard leg check from Hugh as Cory tries to return. Beautiful long guard does Cory. I always appreciate that about him. He counters back. Oh, he's go, you know what? I'll kick you in the leg. You kick me in the leg, I'll kick you in the legs. Like Rochambeau from South Park. Oh, big swing and a miss. Bit of a leapfrog from Cory. It's all fun and games in the center ring. Some hard hands from Cory. We know that he's got power in those hands.
It's all fun and games till someone gets elbowed in the face. But chopping leg kick again. Cory Dean. O'Donnell again answers. They're both given those lead thighs a thorough testing out.
Drawing Hugh backwards, drawing Hugh forwards is Cory. Backing up to the ropes. Checks and counters to the lead leg of Hugh. Hard hands from Cory.
All intentional striking. So putting the shots together well, Cory Dean, but O'Donnell mixing it up nicely for mine. Now Cory goes forward, doubling on the jab, popping the punches through. Long guard. Jab hook cross from Dean. O'Donnell. Here's a picture of composure as well. Nice switch through with the legs, fakes with the kick, looks to unload a hand, but he's weary of being drawn into that punch elbow range as well, is Dean, you can see. Oh, just gets sat. When he was off balance though, it wasn't a clean knockdown.
That's it of round 1.
How did you score that one, Matty? It was a close one as well.
Yeah, I think you had that. For me, that went the way of the Cowboy. He was checking and countering really hard with low kicks, and his hands, as per usual, were pinpoint precision. He's trying to draw Hugh into a bit of a trap here. I haven't seen Cory back up to the ropes like this before. He's putting himself there on purpose and then looking to put an exclamation point on the exchange between the two. We've seen that little trip from Cory before. It's on the Rebellion highlight reel of the best sweeps and dumps. He catches the lead leg and draws it towards himself. As we see Hugh in the replay losing his balance, Cory doing the leapfrog, has a bit of a chuckle to himself. And then we see some of that gamesmanship from Cory Dean.
Rolling right hand. He's got good depth perception.
A lot of ice being applied to the outside of Hugh O'Donnell's left leg. Step forward,
Round
super
2.
game. Cory going back after the lead leg of Hugh. Checking and teeping from Hugh. Not a bad idea. Oh.
Nice. Chopping legs now. Cory just pushing forward. Starting to take the initiative. He's getting serious now, the Cowboy.
Yeah, and that lead leg of Hugh's starting to become quite heavy. He's starting to get lighter on it now. He shifted his weight onto his back leg, starting to tap it, try and check some of those because we're early in the fight, Hammer, and he's worn a lot of damage to it.
A lot of, yeah, his lead thigh is getting absolutely tenderized. One technique a lot of fighters don't use. They don't use that switchback. They check or they take it, but the switchback and the counter kick There's also a good strategy against a solid low-kicking opponent as well.
And Hugh O'Donnell being a low kicker himself.
He's been cut as well, O'Donnell, to the left-hand side of his forehead. So blood now trickling down the face of the New South Wales challenger.
Hugh O'Donnell really in the trenches here, but his game, he's fighting back. His eyes are wide. He doesn't appear overawed, but certainly wearing some damage early on in this fight.
That cross guard of Cory's sort of got him a bit confounded to find a way around it.
Oh, and that one was hard. That one really, Hughes took a little bit longer to put that one back down on the canvas. He's got to make it, as a low kicker himself, he hasn't got any power now on his lead leg to plant on and rotate.
Sticking the jab, taking the kick, inside, outside thigh being tenderised. Being well and truly tenderised by Cory Dean.
Like chopping down a tree range arborist would be loving this.
Usually chop from the top, though, I think. They don't know much about tree lopping, but
yeah, neither do I.
A little bit that I do know. 1, 2, 3.
O'Donnell's starting to adapt nicely. He's starting to now go to the boxing and try and step in with some elbows. Hard kick to the body there.
I think what the strategy is going to be for Dean every time O'Donnell plans is going to kick. So when Hugh's punching, Cory will kick and vice versa. So all the weight is going to be on that front foot when he's boxing. So Cory's just covering long guard, chopping low.
How tough is Hugh? He's worn a ton of damage to that leg. He's still stepping forward, throwing blue Fairtex leather. Oh, beautiful left hook with a sock nut up elbow down the middle, pierces the guard of Cory. Wow, this is shaping up beautifully. Ton of action here in rounds 1 and 2.
Absolutely. And having a look at how it went down in the second with Cory Dean just turning the intensity right up and Hugh O'Donnell trying to sprint with him. But Dean, for mine, just landing more effective, solid shots. And I think that's testament, if you just have a look at the lead thigh of Hugh O'Donnell. Tried for that round elbow, but geez, he's got a good cross guard. Does Cory Dean, hard to penetrate.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to worry about the leg kicks much at all at the moment. He just needs to block those hands and those elbows, and the cross guard or the long guard's the perfect way to do it. There's Hugh flicking out the jab. The door's closed, goes to the tee. He's a little bit laboured on that. He is. So pays to keep the fighter vertical, keep the ice on it.
Straight back to smashing those thighs again they go. Cory Dean, long guard. He's confident and he's comfortable with his strategy from the previous round.
Bit of lateral movement now from the Cowboy. Obviously, the agility of Hugh's been removed somewhat, jeopardised with those low kicks.
Sticking the jab, chopping low. Going to the back leg as well. Inside thigh, outside thigh, and rear thighs all being attacked here by Cory Dean. Just shifts across. Have a look at the footwork. Shifts across away from the power right side. Stalks forward, Dean now, right hand. Yeah, O'Donnell answers nicely with his elbows though. Popping jab.
Yeah, I think the blue corner's definitely coming. They're trying everything. They're throwing everything at the Cowboy, and they're stepping in with elbows off the jab this round. They've tried the low kicks. His leg got battered up. They tried punching in the last round. Now he's punching to elbows. Beautiful little combination there from Hugh.
There's a strategy. So when Cory puts his glove on his head and just guards, there's a technique that Nathan Corbett showed me years ago. It's like you elbow the forearm. So don't even try and elbow the head. Just elbow that forearm, crack that forearm just on the glove line. And it's one that I've sort of passed along to the team at my gym. And I tell you what, you get cracked with an elbow on the forearm a few times, and it really changes your predicament when you're trying to guard.
Well, Nathan knew how to cause carnage with his elbows, didn't he? As we look and see a little bit of a cut.
Yeah, Cory's cut as well.
Yeah, those elbows have Hugh is starting to pay off, and that appears to be in a reasonable spot as though it's lower down the brow of Cory.
I'll tell you what now, Hugh's seen the blood, and he's like a bull at a red cloth. He's going right at it. He's got a bit of renewed vigour now, Hugh O'Donnell.
Yeah, this fight's shaping up beautifully. Hugh, game as anything. Putting the pressure now, turning forward on the Cowboy.
Trying for that dipping body shot right cross combination again. Cory, Hugh coming forward.
Cory hasn't gone to the leg.
I was just about to say, we're starting to think alike, which is a worry. I was just about to say, he's stopped kicking that leg. I'm not sure why, because it was certainly doing the job for him. So the outside thigh like that is what Cory needs to keep doing.
You must be listening, mate.
He's got to hack away at that lead thigh and sort of cause a bit of a distraction from you getting on the front foot and boxing and elbowing him. Step through, a nice elbow from O'Donnell, just pop one through on the inside. And it's sort of a real arm wrestle, this one, isn't it?
That's it of round number 3.
Yeah, Hugh showing some real smarts. There's that fight IQ I was talking about. He's a really analytical thinker about Muay Thai. He's got heaps of experience in his corner. He's listening intently to the corner instructions as I look over now. Very animated blue corner, looking for the elbow, the gesture and big elbows.
They're talking about sort of popping that jabbing elbow through the guard. So when Cory posts up with a double guard on his head, try and slice it through the middle.
So we look at some of the action.
O'Donnell now just shifts out away from that right side. He's got good ring craft as well, just moving from side to side. So Cory not really phased. He's a tough boy. He can't rely too much on toughness. He needs to keep the strategy happening that was working for him, which was just chopping that low kick. It's basic, but it was working, was doing it.
Yeah, and like as we're watching Hugh move around here, he hasn't got much mobility on that leg. That leg must be so painful right now. He hasn't been able to sit down for the past 9 minutes. They've still got him standing in the corner. That leg's really sore, super tough. It is Hugh O'Donnell, and you feel like if he just spends another half around kicking away at that, lands some good clean shots, that this fight may take a bit of a turn for Hugh.
Just cover, kick, step right, cover, kick, step right, and just go back to that old leg kicking Kyokushin strategy almost, you know, just hack away at it and do like the tree arborists do. And we're back into what has been, thus far, potentially the fight of the night.
Absolutely, we've had some awesome fight of the nights on Rebellion. You know, one of my favourite, Richard Fanous versus Gary Cairns.
Oh, absolute cracker.
Yoka Bourne, George Mann, there's been some absolute rippers. This one shaping up nicely too. Hard switch kick to the body of Hugh. Hugh stalking a little bit. You can see he's laboured on that front leg. If you want to learn how to kick someone's leg off, head down to Cowboy Gym out in Caulfield South. Khao, Khao. You'll be in great hands out there.
Just nice high guard. Cross guard. And Hugh now finding a bit of a thread through on that cross guard. He's bringing that uppercut or jabbing sort of upward as well. So he's finding some openings. It's taken him a couple of rounds, but he's starting to work out the guard and the defensive zone of Cory Dean.
Yeah, and then occasionally he'll jab and he'll come with that up elbow sock nut straight up to pierce the guard. The jab just got a bit of a range finder. He just leaves it in place and just folds the elbow and bends it through. Nice little punch there. The body. He's got very fast hands, doesn't he, Hugh?
He does. He doesn't overload the punches. They're accurate, delivered well. Nice clean boxing. Tried for that downward elbow. It's going to be interesting to see if he employs the tactic that his corner was calling for, and that was that stabbing elbow off the lead or the rear through the guard.
Great respect shown between the fighters there as Hugh caught Cory a little bit low, and even before the referee got in, he gave him a little break. Sorry for kicking you in the nuts, bro.
I'd like to see Cory let his hands go a bit more. He needs to pop his jabs a bit too, because he's standing there with his guard closed, which then's giving pretty much Hugh a free shot, rather than letting his hands work as well. Cory now, face getting a little busted up.
Yeah, he's got another cut right in between the middle of his eyes. Now, they can be a real problem because that blood can start obstructing your vision as it runs down the inside of your, the outside of your nose into the inside of your eye.
Well, Cory, both these guys will definitely be spending a bit of time with a ringside doctor, the great Chris Barnes. They're going to be visiting him after the show. Body kick from Dean. O'Donnell trying to go forward with the elbows. Keeping that evasive footwork happening is O'Donnell. Look at that, just dancing out, resetting himself. I like the calmness and composure of the blue corner.
Yeah, it's also, he landed a ripper now over in his own corner just before. He's having a really strong finish in this fight. Oh.
They tangled with the elbows to end the fourth round. And the face of Cory Dean is looking to be a patchwork. Via the elbows of Hugh O'Donnell. Threaded those elbows through that guard, through that cross guard.
Don't forget, you can still make a bet on the final two fights of the card.
Fifth and final round coming up. Pavillion number 24, our 10th anniversary event. The beautiful Melbourne Pavillion.
Right here at the Melbourne Pavillion.
My stats sheet is somewhat speckled with,
For those that want to
I predict, Cory Dean's blood.
Could
Could have been Hugh O'Donnell's, I don't know. I'll send it for analysis later.
Food available in the
Let's let it go. We'll worry about the damage later.
fifth and final round.
Fifth and final round. We are heading Dean versus O'Donnell. Victoria versus New South Wales again. Probing jab from Dean. O'Donnell pops out the jabs, keep him mobile. And I think there's a real sense of urgency now from Cory Dean. The Cowboy needs to get in there and start firing away.
Cory landed some elbows of his own there right in front of us, covered in sweat and blood and all kinds of stuff. Why'd I wear a bright yellow shirt and I look like a banana?
As O'Donnell rolls the right hand, Cory goes back to smacking that thigh with his shin. Trevor Lawler is going to start swinging him himself if they don't start punching. He'll punch them both up. Again, O'Donnell pops the jab, catches the kick. Cory escapes. Rolling right hand. push kick, O'Donnell.
Cory's eyes shut. He's got his right eye shut. He's got so much blood going in his eye. And the ringmanship of Cory, he's trying to hide it from Trevor Lawler, I believe. Trevor Lawler's having a good look.
Rolling right hand from Dean, and he's trying to throw caution to the wind and just let it all go. 5th and final round. Trying to close, spinning elbow.
Use my stat sheet to shelter us from the blood. Oh, boys go 1 for 1. We're about to get covered in blood here, I think. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
It's always wear dark colours when you're sitting this close. as they tangle up knee for knee. O'Donnell, Dean. O'Donnell finishes with a push-out knee. Circles off to his right. Dean stalks him. The Cowboy looking for the finisher.
Oh, ducks under that one, comes back with a 3-2.
Beautiful high kick. Catch an attempted spinning elbow. O'Donnell having none of it.
Cowboy trying to cut him off, trying to wrangle some beef. Good hard teep from the blue corner.
Skip up, beautifully done. O'Donnell again rolling. Oh, clipping elbow. Clipping elbow from the Cowboy over the top.
Oh,
and again, he's going to go bombing with that elbow.
Oh, no.
Nut shot breaks the momentum of the fight.
Always does, mate.
Breaks a lot of momentums, really.
You all right?
Blue corner looking to keep them away, to teep. They feel like they're ahead. Yeah. Hammer, I think they actually might be right. They're using the teep to keep the distance. Smart fighting from the blue corner. Oh, Cory's coming hard.
Well, push kicks and long knees and long guard as well from O'Donnell if he wants to control distance. But Dean is intent on getting in and turning this one into more of a war than it's already been. Final moments, we're ticking down. 5 seconds to go. Elbow for elbow on the inside.
Oh, and a couple
There
kicks.
it is.
Wow. Huge fight. What a fight from Hugh O'Donnell. It was Cory who started the fight super strong. I honestly didn't think that Hugh was going to survive that fight. He's taken so much damage to his leg. He persevered, and I feel like Hugh potentially snatched that and finished stronger than Cory. What a fight.
Absolute barn burner. What he called it, potentially the fight of the night. 5 rounds non-stop. They let it all go, and Hugh O'Donnell, after having his leg absolutely shredded in the earlier rounds, the corner did a sensational job of managing that damage and allowed him to still execute his plan. Just stuck to a really solid technical strategy did Hugh O'Donnell, and the face of Cory Dean is testament to that. But geez, it was a great fight. And again, we go to the judges, and again, it's going to be a close one to call.
Yeah, super close. Wow. What a night of action. Testament to the matchmaking, Hammer. They've all been super tight, super close.
Yeah, Sai's done a great job again of stacking this card with quality professionals. Look at that chopping elbow. That's the one that did the damage to the cheekbone of O'Donnell. It's got around the glove. Long right hand from Dean.
You know, those elbows doing the work. We've been full-tie rules here at Rebellion since Rebellion 3 down at the Powerhouse venue in Albert Park. Long time. They didn't think it would happen when people said, when Sai said, I'm going to do a whole show, full-tie rules, people said, who will fight? I'll tell you who. Cory Dean, Hugh O'Donnell don't mind. And we love it.
Absolutely. We go to John DeMacaulay now to make it all official and unveil the scorecards.
Before we go to the judges' scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for both fighters. After 5 rounds, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. The first judge scored the contest 48-47, O'Donnell. The second judge scored the contest 48-47, Dean. Your third judge scored the contest 48-47, declaring a winner via split points decision. Blue corner, Hugh O'Donnell. Tunnel.